Brilliant, real talent up there. I think it's not going to be any surprise if we see some of these guys out on the stage and people paying money to see them gigging anytime soon. A really impressive crop this year. Yeah, everything from Celtic Connections to a bit of rap at the end there. Singer-songwriters obviously really strong. You can see what they get from the course. It's people seem to come sort of a lot rougher and end up leaving quite sort of polished and sophisticated. So a real result for the music team and all the students. So we changed the programme a wee bit this year for the third year filmmaking. They used to make 3 films, and this year we changed it to just 1, which initially pleased a lot of the students because they thought it was way less work. But what they actually discovered is if you make 1 film really well, it's an awful lot more work. So we took the development stage, perhaps treated it in a slightly more rigorous manner. There was a lot of redrafting of scripts, there was a lot of workshops. We brought in a lot of industry people from the Scottish Film Talent Network. We did some work out of our Film City base there, a number of workshops. We got a lot of them to take on particular roles, so each project had a dedicated producer all year, a dedicated cinematographer, dedicated sound person. We didn't really encourage people to change out of those roles. We really wanted to see if they would develop into them, and we tried to provide bespoke mentorship where we could for those individuals. And I think you can see the results. Some of the students got their films into the Glasgow Short Film Festival this year. That's the first time that's happened. A few of them have got them into other festivals, and some of them were put up for awards as well. So it seems to be working. Yeah, every year I sort of think we need to have even more of that. It's starting to happen. We had a project this year where we got some of the computing students working with the digital art students. We've had some of the sound and radio students out doing some of the 360 filming. We need more of that cross-fertilisation. The UWS.io project, where we've got a number of the transmedia projects, that saw students from every discipline working together. And really, I think the students, we need to create the sort of dynamic, the context in which they can all meet and contribute to each other's projects. It's something we can offer that's quite unique. Yeah, I think some of the students, I think it's always a question around some of the creative practice, what academic rigour means in that regard. But actually, the more professional they become about their roles, the more sort of mature they are in their reflections, and that's where it starts to come in. And that's when they start reading some of the academic material, it starts to make more sense. I think in some sense the more sort of, or the less committed you are to your creative practice, the more difficult the academic work is. So they really sort of cross-fertilise. A year from now we'll have our Masters Filmmaking up and running, and I'd like to see some of our best students graduate into that so they'll get more advanced film practice. And then a couple of years from now, I'm expecting we're going to have at least 1 UWS student with a feature film under their belt.